I told her I wasn't looking to hire an escort for a car club event, but she insisted that it was free and that she wasn't working. Since then she has called me in the evenings to talk and has accompanied me on outings and events. During my job-mandated therapy sessions, I told my therapist about this and he said Angie may like me romantically. Now I'm not insecure or anything, it's just that physically I am fit, but I'm short at 5 feet 7 inches. And I generally have a colder and more stoic personality towards people who aren't close to me. Angie on the other hand is taller than me, 5 feet 6 inches but 5 feet 9 inches in heels, is gorgeous, and has a very bubbly personality, so I put the idea of her liking me to bed. So really what I'm confused about is why she keeps wanting to hang out for free. Don't get me wrong, Angie is a great woman to be around, but could this be a tactic used by escorts to keep men on the line, or could she be in trouble? Update. So I read a lot of your comments about how Angie might like me, and I took the night to think about all our time spent together without thinking of her as an escort. In the end, I'm sure a lot of guys can relate, I had the realization of mother effer. She was hinting the whole time. And what made me realize was that after around December we started doing more mundane activities. For example, I was taking my niece and nephew mini golfing and she wanted to come along for that. Or how every other Friday she would come over and we'd just get high and watch random movies and videos after getting the munchies. Or how for the past month or two she'd give me a peck on my cheek after we hung out. I thought she was just being nice. As for my feelings, I've never had a crush or romantic feelings for anyone, so I wasn't sure what it was even supposed to feel like. But what I am sure of is that I like having Angie around, and when she's not I miss her. So Friday comes around and we're baked in watching Lion King. The movie gets to the part before the stampede that unalives Mufasa and Angie just starts crying. I ask her if she's okay and she said that the coming scene always made her sad. Then she kinda just moved over and put her head on my shoulder. The scene gets over but she puts her blanket over me and stays there for the rest of the movie. Credits roll and she doesn't move. I kinda had a F it just send it moment and lightly kissed her on the head. She kissed me and things kinda escalated from there. We had a long convo in the morning and she said that back at the wedding she genuinely had a good time and didn't feel like she was working, and that's why she asked to hang out again. As we started hanging out she started developing feelings since I kinda just treated her as I would anyone else. I didn't think this was a big deal, but for her, it was, and a lot of things that I did that I saw as common courtesy, giving her my coat, helping her into my car, etc., were acts of kindness in her eyes, even though that's just how I was raised. When she started working as an escort, she lost the few friends she had, and any time she tried dating people would sexualize her when they found out what she did. So outside of her few escort friends she had no one. When she finished school in December and became a pediatric nurse, she started reevaluating her relationship since she was no longer an escort, and she felt that I was one of the few people that treated her kindly even as an escort. She wanted to continue seeing me. I was a bit confused by what she said next, but she said that she felt safe and calm with me, which I didn't really grasp but accepted. I told her that I liked her, but due to my past and personality I might not be the kind of man she wants to be with, but she shot that down immediately and told me I was acting stupid. We decided that it really wouldn't make sense to start over and start dating since we've spent the past few months together and we kinda just picked up where we left off. So we much became boyfriend and girlfriend that day. The past 2 weeks have been really good. While I'm still getting my bearings straight and processing my feelings, Angie has changed quite a bit. She's a lot more emotional and likes being held a lot. Like if I'm just laying on the couch, she'll walk in and yell huggies. And lay on me. It's a bit different for me since any sort of intimacy outside of intimacy is completely foreign, but I do like it. She's also does a lot for me, like one time, she slept over and I had to throw on a suit for a meeting the next day. I wake up and go in for a shower, and when I come out, not only is my shirts ironed but she had a pot of coffee ready and a lunch bag made. Like who just does that? A few days ago I even met a few of her escort friends, and guys seriously, don't judge anyone for what they do because her friends were some of the nicest people I've met. While I used Reddit she turned to them for advice about me over the months and they were all nearly in tears when they heard about us finally getting together. I told my family and friends that I was dating Angie and they all laughed since they thought we had been dating since before the wedding, so some of your guys' joke comments about her being my girlfriend were right. So yeah, things are great between Angie and me. I know I got some work to do to transition into a relationship, but I'm taking it one step at a time. Angie has been really patient and understanding through all of it, and even though she's told me she loves me, she told me to only say it back when I'm ready, and I mean it. But seriously, thanks for all of your guys' help with this. I doubt things would have ended up like this if it wasn't for you guys.